right? So how many bones are there in our skull? Who can answer? Who can answer? How many bones are there in our skull? Yeah, Pragya, yes?
Ma'am, it's have 6.
No, in our skull, in our skull.
Is it 80 or
22. A skull has close to 22 bones, right? If you see the upper jaw, upper portion, this has got almost 8 bones, right? And the lower portion, the lower jaw, the lower portion of it has the remaining 14 bones. The lower jaw, the upper jaw, and and all the other facial structures have got 14 bones. So if you just add up, our skull has got 22 bones. Is that clear? And in a skull, Neha, will you be able to tell me in a skull which is the largest bone in a skull? It is the lower jaw.
okay, ma'am.
The lower jaw, right? It is the largest and also the only movable joint remaining the entire skull. It has got many joints like this, but none of the joints are movable. Only the lower jaw is movable. Please remember this. The upper jaw, though there are so many joints, there are 8 bones, there are so many joints, but it's not movable, it's fixed. When we eat, when we talk, when we chew our food, we are actually only working upon our lower jaw. Only our lower jaw is working. Understood? Is this clear to all? Okay. Now going to the functions of the skeletal system.
Okay. Skull protects internal organs.
Okay, now if you have stated this point, you have to explain the point also.
Okay, ma'am. As we all know, the brain is inside the skull and some important nerves too. The skull is protecting like a helmet for that internal organs.
Very good. Okay. Very good. And what about the eyes?
Eyes. They are eyes too. They are the through that we see everything. Hello, ma'am. I could not hear you.
I'm saying the skull also protects our eyes.
Yeah.
It's not only the brain, but our skull is also protecting the eyes, which are a very vital organ. Right?
Yeah.
So when you say it protects the internal organs, it is not only the skull, it is also the eyes. It is also the, there are our ears, what we see is just the outside. We just have the ears outside. But inside, we have all the parts of the ears, like the internal ear, the middle ear, right? The labrum and everything. So the skull also protects the internal ear organs.
Actually, I thought that internal organs. I thought that ears, eyes, and all are external organs, right?
No, they are not external. They are just externally what we see. But internally also there are a lot of parts into our eyes and our ears. Ears, what you see outside is just ornamental. It just helps in reflecting the sound that goes in. But inside the ear where you clean, the ears, that is where all the ear parts are there, right? And also the teeth. Just imagine if we did not have an upper jaw and the lower jaw, our teeth would be totally exposed, our tongue.
Yeah.
Right? Everything would be exposed. So there's a lot of organs which the skeletal system protects. Right? Good.
Yeah, ma'am.
Now elaborate on the next point.
And releases fat. We
Yes.
all know that if in our hand or any bone of our part, it has many minerals, calcium, phosphorus, and it also releases fat. If it's not having that and all, our bones would be breaking so easily.
Very good. So that's the reason why when, parents ask you to have a lot of milk, right? A lot of green leafy vegetables, green leafy
And
veggies.
milk and all the proteins.
Milk, no, I'm not talking here about protein. Milk is more or less like a complete food. You know, milk has got protein, but protein is not of much help to the bones. Protein comes of use for the muscles. Milk has something called calcium.
Calcium.
Yes. Milk has calcium, milk has phosphorus. Right? So these are the minerals which are required by the bones. Right? And we get a lot of calcium and phosphorus from milk and from milk products like curd, paneer, cheese. We need to have a lot of green leafy veggies like spinach, broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower. Right? They also have a lot of calcium and phosphorus. Because unless and until we have this, we will not have a sturdy skeletal structure. Every time somebody falls off, there will be a fracture in the bone. Because the bone is very brittle. It is like glass, very fragile. It will just fall and it will break. You will be seeing there are a few children, every time they fall, they'll have multiple fractures. Haath mein, they'll have 2-3 fractures. Leg, they'll have 2-3 fractures. Why?
And because they do not have enough of milk which has calcium and phosphorus. So
Correct.
the body does not get the minerals.
Correct. So they actually they are deficient in calcium and phosphorus. So the body, how does the skeletal system produce the blood cell? Any idea? So there's something called the bone marrow. Right? There's something called the bone marrow that's there within the bones, which actually produce the RBC. You must be wondering that from where is our blood produced? Have you all not wondered that from where is our blood produced?
Ma'am,
Though,
RBC and white blood cells also, right?
correct. Now all of us have got 5 liters of blood only. But, right, for example, if there is if there's a child might not have 5 liters of blood. A child might have 3.5, 4.5 liters of blood. But then again, how does the blood increase? And every day there are so many cells, red blood cells, white blood cells that are dying. So how are the new blood cells being developed?
Ma'am,
So
can I say
yes, please do.
that actually in every 180 days, even if it will every blood cell will naturally die and new will automatically produced.
Very good. So every, the bone marrow takes almost 180 days to actually produce these red blood cells. When we say making blood matlab making these red blood cells. Anjali, read out the fifth.
Even for produces blood cell. What is that picture?
That is the red blood cells. The red blood cells
Okay.
actually look like that. That is the reason why the color of our blood is red.
So
Otherwise,
bones produces blood cell.
the bone marrow. There's something inside the bones which is known as the bone marrow that produces the red blood cells. Yeah, Yashika, go ahead.
Facilities movement.
So what does this mean?
Because of these joints, because of these bones, we are able to move. Our knee, right? Because of our knee, we are able to, bend our leg.
Correct.
In that way, and also our hand.
Correct. So basically, because of the bones, we have got so many joints. If you see, we have got multiple joints. If there were no joints, there were no movement. For example, this bone does not have any joints. So can you move this? Can you move this point? Can you fold it? No. You can only fold when there is a joint here. Right? Your backbone has got almost 33 small bones, vertebra. That's the reason why, these small bones can bend, and that's the reason why bend forward, bend backward, bend sideways, right side and left side. Right? Similarly, your neck. Your neck also has got almost 5 to 6 bones there, small pieces of bones. That's the reason why you can rotate your head to the left and rotate your head to the right, move limitedly to the upwards, backwards and downwards. Right? So this is actually giving us movement. Just imagine if there was a human body which had everything, the heart, the liver, the kidney, the brain, eyes, ears, blood, everything, but it did not have bones, what would have happened? Can you
Ma'am, that
imagine?
body will not stay upright and it will be like turning some, yeah, in like
Be all over the
amoeba.
And you
It
cannot
would look like a
Ma'am,
jelly.
Ma'am, it will be like all over the place.
It would be all over the place. It will be so floppy. It will be all over the place. And you know, the brain was supposed to stay here, but the brain might just slide and come over here. The stomach was supposed to stay here. The stomach might just slip over here. Because here the rib cage is supporting and holding the heart, the lungs. The skull is holding the brain. If the skeletal system was not there, everything would be like here and there. It would have resembled like a huge amoeba. The nucleus at times could be here, it could be here, the food vacuole could be here, anywhere. System is often called, it gives framework. It gives framework to our body. It is that important to our body. It literally gives the framework. You must have seen somebody has got an oval face, somebody has got an elliptical face, somebody has got a round face, somebody kind of has got a squarish face. How? It's because of the structure given by the skull. Not everybody has got the same skull structure. Right? So basically the skeletal system gives framework to our body. You must have noticed, a few people have got thick bones. The bones are really thick. The hands, the forelimbs, the hind limbs are a little thick boned. A few people have got thin bones. So the entire body is very lean. They are very lean to look at. They have lean bodies because they have a thin skeletal system. So basically the skeletal system decides the structure of the body.